In my last video, I went back and took a look at the 2003 movie Monster starring Charlize Theron, where she played one of the best psychotic, crazy women characters of all time. Let's talk about another top 5, probably top 3, with Kathy Bates in this movie, Misery. So Misery is a 1990 film. It is based off of a Stephen King novel named Misery, and if you're a Family Guy fan, you kind of know this movie. This is one of the many movies that Family Guy has made a parody of. So this movie stars James Caan, and he plays this very successful author, novelist, and he's successful and very popular. I had to make a cut just now because every time I think of James Caan or see him, I automatically want to call him Sonny from Godfather. That's just one of those things where I think everyone probably calls him Sonny still. Who knows? But I just had to make a cut because I had called him Sonny. So that's James Caan, and he is Paul Sheldon, and he stars aside from Kathy Bates in this movie. So James Caan decides to take his 65 Mustang out into the blizzard. He ends up crashing, where he gets found by Annie Wilkes, who is played by Kathy Bates. She takes him to her nearby cabin, and she pretty much heals him up and fixes him up. Because she does claim to be a nurse in this, which she also claims to be his biggest fan. She is a huge fan of his, and without giving anything away, she does get a little... She's crazy for the most part. This woman is very psychotic in this. For token appreciation for what she has done for him, he lets her read one of his latest books that has not finished yet. And she begins to read, and she does not like what he does with one of his characters in the book. And now we have our movie. Now the crazy stuff just happens in this. I'm sure with anyone who want to be famous or thought about being famous, and you've seen this, this would probably give you a second thought on actually wanting to be famous, because there are people like an Annie Wilkes out there that are just overly obsessed with celebrities. For the most part, we are two characters in this movie. We have James Caan and Kathy Bates. James Caan, he does a good job, but really in this movie, this is the Kathy Bates show. This movie is the Kathy Bates show. This is a movie where she won an Academy Award for actress in a leading role, deservingly so for this role. This movie has great tension. This movie is, I like to think of this movie as like the king of just close-up shots, because the close-up shots and the shots where it makes Kathy Bates look very menacing, very tall, very huge, very scary. It brings great, it really brings you into the room with this crazy woman that James Caan is dealing with. There is one part that when I watch this movie, it kind of confuses me, but I think I do understand what was going on. This is a small town, very small town. It's a town where the sheriff is the deputy. It's the same person. As that kind of small of a town where there's only one guy that's the law enforcement. So when they're in this helicopter looking for Paul Sheldon in his car, up in the mountains, I'm wondering, how did the helicopter get there? I'm guessing it was FBI. I'm not sure. I think it was FBI. If I'm correct, it was FBI. I think those that have not seen this and they do say, I think they will enjoy it. This is a very good movie. There is a part where it's very squeamish. You have to look away. It's one part that's very, very disturbing. But overall, this movie is good. Kathy Bates was great in this. Annie Wilkes, such a great character. I would have to say that Misery is an 87 out of 100. If you haven't seen it, go ahead and check it out. Very good movie. Not much of a really long runtime with this. It's a very good movie. Very simple to follow. 87 out of 100. I'm done here.